Hi, I'm Nate Bauer with A.M. Leonard, and today we're visiting one of our local partners, Natorp's Nursery and Landscaping here in Mason, Ohio. What do you consider most important in choosing a fertilizer?
Well, as a horticulturalist here, from the time I arrived, finding the best way to grow plants has been my main focus. And especially in the potted trees, we have done fertilizer trials almost from the day that I arrived here. Finding the right way to grow a plant, not pushing lush growth, but pushing strong growth, and meeting your objectives and still meeting your timing objectives on the crop and still producing a really strong, healthy plant has been important. So, we've gone through at least 3 or 4 fertilizer trials. Florikan is the third material that we've used in the potted trees. And what I'm looking for is something that gets going in the spring and gives me strong growth, through the July season, and then just really maintains a superior looking plant in August and September as you go into those fall sales, but is ramping down so that we don't have any lush growth, we don't have any plants that aren't ready to go into winter. So really looking for that right release profile.
So of all the trials you did, you found Florikan provided.
It's like I said, we've gone through a couple of different fertilizers. We did some trials with Florikan last year, and besides actually seeing some improved growth over what we were using, just all the plants looked great late into the season. Some of the problems that we saw with edge burn on the leaves that I always assumed, even though the tests weren't conclusive, that we had problems with potassium not lasting late into the season. None of those things were there. And we got so many compliments this year on how good our trees look.
So with Florikan, which formulas are you using?
Well, currently we're only using it as a top dress in the trees, and it is a 19410. It's fully coated. One of the big reasons that I went with Florikan is that here I could get a fully coated product, well balanced, great minors package, at the same price that I was getting a blend before. So here you've got a product, uniform granules. You don't have to worry about the people, sampling the fertilizer properly when they put it down. So it was easier for the crews to use.
How would you rate Florikan, 1 to 10?
I would probably put it in the 8 to 9 range. Like the Olympics, you don't want to give your 10 out up front, but it meets all the goals for what I was looking for in a fertilizer.
How did you end up using the 19410, or what led you to that?
Well, A.M. Leonard arranged the initial meeting with Chad Keel with Florikan, and being a chemistry nerd, Chad and I had a lot to talk about, and I talked about my concerns where I had seen through testing in the past. Our products fell short, and that was the formula. We always used to use higher potassium, and he said, well, if you had it fully coated, you wouldn't have to use that higher level of potassium because it would be there for you late in the season. So that was his suggested formula, and what I really appreciated was the fact that A.M. Leonard was going to be able to warehouse this stuff for us, so we didn't have to jump through all the special hoops of ordering deadlines and stockpiling this fertilizer. It's there, and if I miscalculate or we grow more in the season than we initially planned on, it's there in the warehouse.
So you say you do mostly top dress here?
Right. With the trees, because of the volume of media we go through in a very short period of time, we don't incorporate. We buy the media in, so we just top dress. It works well for us. I would like to see incorporation trialed in some of our small container production, and we haven't done that yet. I think it would be a great product to try. In the past, we've had some problems in cold, overcast winters of of the release not ramping up fast enough. And you've got that little teeny window to hit in April and May, and you want all your plants big and beautiful and ready to go. So I think we can make that happen. We don't, as far as top dressing, we don't use an applicator. We have scoops, and that works great, like I said, with a nice homogeneous product. You don't have to worry about settling, and it's been easy for the guys to apply.
Good. Well, Liz, thanks for your time. Thanks for letting us come out and visit. And here's to a long partnership with A.M. Leonard and Natorp's.
Absolutely. I've enjoyed it. I really appreciate the busy person. I appreciate when somebody brings something new to my attention, and Root Pouch and Florikan have both been winners for us.
Good.
Great. Thanks.
A.M. Leonard, experience what thousands of other horticultural professionals already know. Great tools, great service, great value.